Hi, I'm Ashton. This might be a bad angle. You know what, whatever. Um, this is going to be a little bit of a different video, not topic-wise, just editing-wise, so bear with me. um, and today I'm going to talk about how I do my testosterone shot and what they are like. Pain, how often, affects, just everything. Everything about the physical injection and other things too. If you really don't like needles, then you can just stop watching when I say, hey, needle warning. I'll put text on the screen too. So yeah, first I'm going to show you how I do the shot. Here we go.
First things first, you gotta wash your hands. This is sped up double time because I washed my hands for a long time. It's really important to wash your hands though because everything does need to be sanitary and clean and sterile and good because you don't want to inject yourself with dirty hands. I know that sometimes you're like, I'll be fine without washing my hands, but seriously, wash your hands. It's important. Also, this is a very bad angle for my chin. I'm sorry about that. But yes, this is me washing my hands. Congratulations. Hi, it's me again. Wow, big surprise. Okay, these are the two needles that I use. One is to draw and one is to inject. They are 21 gauge, I believe. They have little green things and they are in sterile packages because everything is sterile. Okay, this is the syringe. It holds 1 milliliter. I do not take 1 milliliter, but that is how much it holds. These are a couple of sterile alcohol prep pads. One is to clean the top of the bottle and one is to clean your leg. I'll show you both of those processes later. And this is a Band-Aid for the shot spot. This is my little bottle of testosterone. This is 200 milligrams per milliliter and I take 0.4 milliliters. This is supposed to be a single dose bottle, but because I take 0.4, I use it twice. And I just took the little red cap off. And the top is a little gray thing that you can push the needle into to draw from. This is depot testosterone. It is the type that most people use to inject. This is my thigh. You need one of those, or you need two, whichever works for you. I'm in loose shorts because I just came back from marching band. You can also use your butt. I don't do that. But it is an option. Now I'm going to show you how to prepare the shot. You can see my alcohol prep pads here. I'm going to take one of them and clean the top of the vial. The vial should be sterile, but I'm going to wipe it with alcohol anyway. You don't actually have to take this long to wipe it. I'm just being extra so I have time to speak. So yes, just give the top of the vial a little bit of a massage. This is the syringe and the needle. Woo! Okay, I'm going to show you how I put the needle on the syringe. So you unwrap the syringe. This is the part where you are actually going to see a needle, so close your eyes until I tell you to open your eyes if you're scared of that. So you just take the little cap off of the syringe, like so. Done. And then you are going to grab your needle and you screw it onto the top. Your nurse should show you how to do all of this, so I don't know why I'm showing you, but you know what? It's happening. You make sure this little green thing is touching so that it's all the way on, and it should be fairly stable on there. Here, I'm trying to show you the needle, but it's not focusing that well, so you can kind of see it, but this is the needle in its little protective covering. I flip down the pink part to let me open the cap, which you just pull straight the heck off. There you go, there's your needle. He is thick, because testosterone is a very thick substance that can be very hard to pull through a needle. Now you know why testosterone needles are so thick. But it's not focusing, it's just focusing on my hand, so enjoy that, I guess. I tried. Okay, give me a break. And now I'm going to show you the drawing process of getting the tea into the syringe. Genuinely, for me, this part is more difficult than the actual injection because it takes some precision. So here is my syringe and needle, and I'm going to pull out and get the air in the syringe to the amount that I would put the testosterone in. You then inject it into your vial by puncturing through that little rubber thingy on the top, and you want to draw it upside down so that gravity can help you. You pull the needle to the very edge so that all the testosterone is down there and you don't draw any air, which is probably going to happen anyway, but we'll fix that later. So I'm pushing the bubbles out now, which creates a vacuum inside the vial, which makes it a heck of a lot easier to get the testosterone back in. As I pull the end of the syringe out, you can see the testosterone beginning to fall into the syringe. See it? There it is. Ooh, look, he's thick. I don't know why it's focusing on my face. I'm sorry about that. So you can see the big bubble in there, which means we're going to have to push it up again. We can keep some of the testosterone in, but we really do not want to inject a bubble into our thigh. So I'm pushing it up until the bubble is all the way out, making sure that the needle tip is at the entrance of the bottle again, and pulling out. I take 0.4, so my syringe is pointing to 0.4, but if you take more or less than that, then that's where your syringe will be pointing. I'm going to now take it straight out and close the safety cap because we do not use the same needle for injecting and drawing. That is not sanitary, and I've talked a lot about being sanitary. So here is our full syringe with the closed cap ready for injection almost. Now you switch the needle. Woo, what fun. Okay, so you're going to take off the needle that you used for drawing. Oh, but apparently I'm getting out the other needle first, so let me do that for a minute. Well, I just awkwardly stare at the camera. Okay, great. This is fine. So here's the needle that is sterile that you are going to use to inject yourself. I generally use a smaller needle than this, but I ran out, so this is a big, thick boy needle. I need to stop saying that. Yeah, so you just unscrew this one the opposite way that you screwed it. It comes off pretty easily. It will look like there's a little bubble of testosterone on the top. My camera isn't going to focus and show you that, so I'm sorry. Now you screw the new needle onto the top of your already filled syringe, making sure that, again, it is tight and will not, snap off of the syringe when you push it into your body. I'm going to go ahead and flip the little pink part down, and you can see that, again, it is close, and the needle will not snap off of the syringe, because that would be bad. I don't know why I winked. I'm very sorry. Now it is time for the actual injection. Here is my thigh. I do an IM shot currently, although in the future I may begin doing subcutaneous shots. If I do, I will let you know. So, you want to pinch the outer third of your thigh. You pinch it to bring the muscle up closer to the surface, kind of. That's not exactly how biology works, but I took the cap off the needle, and I'm going to now push it into my leg. Good stuff. But before we do that, guess what we're going to do again? Sterilize. So take your second alcohol prep pad, and you're just going to rub it all over your leg. All over your leggy. It's a good time. Again, you don't actually have to rub it over this much of your leg. I am just being dramatic to give myself time to talk. Great. Okay. So since I am left-handed, I use my left hand to inject and my right hand to pinch my skin as I inject. So here we go. Here's the injection. You just push it straight down into your skin. And I pause for a little bit here because the initial prick does hurt. And then you just push it in. And from here, it doesn't hurt that much for me, although it may for other people. Because the needle is going into your literal muscle, it's a bit more painful than other shots you may have had. But just make sure it is far enough into your skin, and then I stop pinching. See, there we go. And I use whatever hand to insert the testosterone. You can see as I push it down. It can be hard to push with the thicker needle like the one I am using. It is easier. It generally does not get pushed in this fast, so don't expect that. But, and there we have it. It is all in my leg. I let it sit for a few seconds just to make it less easy for testosterone to leak out. And I take the needle out, straight out of my leg. And then I put a Band-Aid on and everything is well in the world. Yay! But wait, we're not done yet. It's also super important to properly dispose of your sharps because they are kind of a biohazard and you really don't want your needles just going to a landfill. So I drop my needle and my needle attached my syringe into this sharps container that I have. I have 2 of them. If you're in a place where you don't have a sharps container, you can also use a plastic bottle and throw that out. But sharps containers work the best.
Of course, if your nurse does tell you to do something differently,
by the way, there's no more needles now. You can open your eyes. Woo!
Then follow what your nurse says, but this is how I give myself my injection, and that is the whole process. Generally, every injection it feels different at each time depending on the tiny different things that you do. Even placement, what leg it's on, how fast you push in the testosterone. Not every injection is going to feel the same, and that's okay. It takes a while to get used to that. Even 7 months and a half on testosterone for me, there are still days where I'm like, ooh, that was a particularly painful injection. And that's all right. My brother just texted me asking if I'm recording a video. I know I emphasized it a lot, but sterility is very important. Like, you do not want to inject dirt, dust into your leg. Seriously, be careful, and you need to be responsible to give yourself injections, regardless of the injection. This doesn't even just apply to testosterone. You probably aren't in frame. Buddy. Did you want to say anything, or did you just want to be here?
I'm in the video.
Okay. Is that all? Are you on pain meds?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah, I thought you might be. All right. Is that all? Okay,
Yeah.
buddy. Other things are, it may be sore like a day or two after. My shot this time wasn't. I'm filming this like 2 days after recording that whole process. But it can happen. It's like quite likely that it will at some point. So do be ready for that, as it is an IM injection. You've likely had IM injections before and just not known. So this will not be that painful. A lot of people do get worried that they will not be able to inject yourself. And I mean, I was a little bit worried about that. But honestly, now I have no issues with it. And I just do it every other week, and it is fine. It's fine. If you do want to know how testosterone is affecting me, first of all, look at my fucking face. Look at all of this acne. I want to die. You do want to know how testosterone is affecting me, I have a 6 months on T video, as well as like a 7 months on T / top surgery appointment video. You can check either of those out. I'll like link them, I guess. But yeah, that's the process of one testosterone shot. I hope you had a good time. Goodbye. I hope you have a week without any shots, and I will talk to you later, maybe.